Andy Mok joins us now. He's a senior research fellow at the Center for China and Globalization. That's a think tank based in Beijing. Andy, we started off by talking about a little bit of a history going back to 1978, Deng Xiaoping opening up and reform. But the reforms have also created this kind of transformation, and there's been an evolution there as well. Give us an idea of the advances we're seeing now in terms of China's digital transformation.
Thanks for having me on, Mike. Well, if we look back to 1978 and Deng Xiaoping's reforms, one of the four modernizations was science and technology, which of course is what digitization is based on. And if we think back to those days, when we wanted to communicate, we had to put pen to paper, send a letter. If we wanted to watch a movie, we had to go to a movie theater, because digitization really is about moving atoms to bits or electrons. And think about how far we've come in China. Today, of course, we can communicate with WeChat, other electronic messaging apps. We have payment solutions, digital payment solutions like WeChat and Alipay that enabled e-commerce. So this has had a transformative impact on the Chinese economy and Chinese society. And this has also rippled out all around the world as we're seeing companies like Huawei, like Douyin that makes TikTok, like Alipay, other companies having global digital impact.
Yeah, and the tentacles of this transformation go in just about every direction you can imagine, in many cases impacting almost every sector of society.
Absolutely, Mike. And I like the word that you used, tentacles. I like to think of tendrils in that the digital system, digitization, is like a nervous system of a biological organism. So in the early days in China, it was perhaps more like the nervous system of a jellyfish. So very basic, very rudimentary, able to do some things. And what we see today is more akin to a human nervous system with a brain, with a spinal cord, with a nervous system that really is quite sophisticated and able to do some remarkable things. And I think we're only at the beginning. So when we think about the emergence of a human nervous system, that not only let individuals be more effective, but actually allowed society to form and achieve things collectively that were previously unimaginable. So I think this is kind of what we're seeing in China today.
And the digital transformation, it's become a basic part of the Belt and Road Initiative as well. It's a major part of the overall strategy now. I mean, can you talk about the digital Silk Road and how this approach is actually helping other countries as well?
Absolutely. So, Mike, we can think about this as having a couple of layers, or what in the tech world they call a technology stack. So there's hardware, which includes things like Chinese smartphones, 5G servers, telecommunications networks, etc. And then in the middle, we have, we could think of it as middleware, so operating systems like Huawei's Harmony, standards, payment systems, and then on top we have the applications. So we look at the digital Silk Road, and one of the most important drivers is, of course, trade. So the ability to buy things using your smartphone, using a laptop computer across countries is an enormous boon, not just at a macro level, but for many SMEs. So you can see all across the digital Silk Road in places like Pakistan, Africa, the ability to get online, to sell things regionally, even globally, really is transformative, especially for those in the global south.
Andy Mok, always a pleasure. Thanks so much for your insights.
Thanks for having me, Mike.